fuse of bodies burning. Death and hatred to mankind.
Hey guys, it's Chris here.
How's it going, guys? Ray here.
And we're Expert Dummies, bringing another reaction video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and then when you do, thank you. And if you don't, thank you.
Yeah, keep dropping your comments too. We really appreciate them. We're going to keep coming up with ways we can incorporate them into our channel. So keep dropping your comments. What do we got today? Black Sabbath.
Yeah, so Black Sabbath, War Pigs from the end. I believe this is Ozzy's last performance with Black Sabbath. So yeah, definitely check it out.
Let's get through. Was having like an emotional breakdown.
I think it's this is actually Black Sabbath's last performance.
Yeah.
Well, Ozzy, I don't think he can perform anymore. He has some type of disability. I'm not sure. Some Alzheimer's or something. I'm not sure. You guys can clarify that for us.
Generals gathered in their masses. Evil minded plot destruction. In the fields of bodies burning. Death and hatred to mankind. Let me see him. Come on, follow me.
It's interesting how they're making it almost like a music video.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Alright, just gonna pause it there. Honestly, I don't know. Have you heard Black Sabbath before or Ozzy at all? I'm sure you may have heard Ozzy.
Yeah, to be honest, off the top of my head, I'm going to say that I don't know that much by them. You know, there might be songs out there that I've heard and know by listening, but didn't know that it was them. But as far as Ozzy, I mean, I know who he is. I know he's iconic, but no, I'd be lying if I said that I've heard a lot of his stuff before.
Yeah, so honestly, I'd like to show you the studio recorded version of this song, just so you get more of a knack for. Obviously, this is at the end of their career, or maybe even a live performance from when they were in their heyday.
Like their prime.
Yeah, or even Ozzy, because honestly, it is kind of sad just seeing them up there, and obviously for the last time. But yeah, if you don't really know, like like obviously you see all these people and they're so emotional, and
I was going to say these people in the crowd are like,
yeah, I mean, Black Sabbath, I would say, like started like they were a big classic rock band, but I would say they're like most influential for metal, or like more so that like influenced a lot of metal bands. But yeah, we can continue for sure.
Everybody, let me see those hands. Come on. Now in darkness rose up turning, ashes where the body burning. No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling. And then he's the war pigs crawling, begging mercy for their sin. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Let me see him. Let me see him. Come on. Everybody.
Definitely be a great experience for sure.
oh, absolutely. Especially knowing that this is one of his last performances. These people are really going like all in.
Oh yeah. I like Black Sabbath. I think they're a really good band. I do want to do some material from early on because obviously you could see that they do rock in that. Obviously, this is towards the end of their career, so it's not the full, I
Yeah.
would say, Black Sabbath experience. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to get you more into the studio versions of their music and definitely more of their live performances. Ozzy was a nut. I mean, he's known for biting a live bat's head off on stage. Um, Apparently, he didn't know it was alive, but he still did it regardless. But yeah, just like he's
I
just
was
a
gonna say,
to- to-
regardless.
total nut, but really cool person and very unique, and that's kind of what made Sabbath. And then when I think Ozzy left, and then Ronnie James Dio came in, he was good as well. Both were really good. So overall for this song, I like War Pigs a lot. This live performance, just it being more of a novelty performance, I'm gonna give it like an 8.4. Just the fact that it was their last performance. The instrumentation's great. Ozzy, obviously, he's not as great as he was on with his vocals, but he's still really good. Um, can't understand what he says half the time when he talks normally, but when he sings, it's
I'm
great.
glad you said that
But when he's
because I
singing,
felt
it's
the same.
good. but but yeah, 8.4 studio versions on my playlist. Yeah, it's a classic.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna consider myself like an empty canvas when it comes to Black Sabbath and Ozzy. So for those who are watching, please drop more comments, recommendations. I can almost guarantee you that I haven't heard the song. So if you want to expose me to some of their like classics, feel free to drop it below. As far as my rating, I was going to give it an 8.0 just because I wanted to save some room for if we do the studio version, back when these guys were in their prime. I wanted to leave some wiggle room, to give it a higher rating because I just assumed that uh, back when these guys were in their true glory, that it would be that much better. But 8.0, I think, is still pretty high considering that these guys are from this video. It seemed like they were at the later stages of their careers. So yeah, instrumentation was good. I know they're super iconic. I'm
Yeah.
just haven't been exposed to them. So drop some comments. But I think I would definitely add this to my playlist. Um,
Yeah, I would
yeah,
say.
that's all I got.
Yeah, I'd say that they're like one of the main influences for just everything that took off later, like Judas Priest. Just like any type of heavy metal, they were very influential in that. But yeah, if you
Can I get a
guys,
time frame? Time frame on these guys?
they were. I'm not sure. I want to say they started late '60s, '70s.
Okay.
Obviously, they went through the '80s. I think Ozzy left in the '80s, and then Dio came in. But don't quote me on that. Like I'm not like I know more about like Pink Floyd, Zeppelin than I do Sabbath.
Okay.
But
So let
from
us
my
know, guys.
knowledge, yeah,
So
from my knowledge, that's like somewhat of their timeline. But they influenced a lot of '80s bands, a lot of like the influential '80s bands, and even '70s, to be honest, later '70s. Um, but yeah, if you guys have any more music, have any corrections, honestly, like I know I'm probably inaccurate with some of the things I have said throughout this video, so definitely correct me. I'm not versed in Black Sabbath knowledge, really not. So definitely correct me, drop some comments. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and when you do, thank you. And if you don't, thank you. Stay tuned, guys.